So we're given a direction from the captain of the guard to to stop a ritual that was being planned by the cultists that was going to happen tonight. And pretty much after your investigation, you guys were not able to sleep because you're trying to like keep up with the information that was going on. So you did not take a long rest. Um, Pretty much prior to how I did it last time, I'm gonna let you guys get your like level increases, but like anything specifically that you would have needed to take a long rest for, like regaining spells or anything like that, except for Nick, nobody else has. And I think
You're
the only
damn
person
right.
and the only person who's at a loss because of this is really John. So yeah, we pretty much left off kind of like mid conversation between John and Nick trying to figure out. Well, John trying to convince Nick to help with the ending part of dealing with the bandits and the cultists, and Nick was, he just wanted to leave. He didn't want to deal with it anymore.
Walk off into the sunset.
Yep. So we're gonna pick up right there and go.
Oh, hi, Mark. God damn it. No one? Should we switch to the call?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know if we're annoying people.
Then they can leave.
Precisely. Okay, so actually, just to give it even more details, you guys did schedule a meeting with Fry's leaders, not his direct like whole group leader, just kind of like the two lieutenants, at 1:00. He didn't promise anything. He just said, if you guys can be here, I might be able to do something. Right now it's like 9 a.m. So you guys got about 4 hours before any of that happens. If you have anything specifically that you want to do, or if you can just remember the conversation that you guys were having, then we can just pick up from there. So I'm just gonna like leave it in you guys and then see what happens.
Do I have my pact? Do I have my Book of Shadows?
Nope.
Why not?
I'll tell you when you get that.
Okay. What was I talking about?
Come on, Rick. You know you want to help us out for this last part. There's treasure involved. Rick. Oh no, let the guards handle it.
Yeah, that was the gist of it, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now keep going, Darien. You're doing good.
But it wasn't working out. We'll just say Tim's exacerbated. Like he's real downtrodden about it. He was really enjoying the company of his new friend, and he grabs him by the shoulder. And he says, "What about me, Rick? You're gonna leave me behind?"
Oh, you can come along if you wish.
I just sigh. I got nothing left to say to him.
Well, all right. So since you guys have
did we decide to do the meeting? I think most of us decided to do the meeting, right?
You did decide to do the meeting. It was kind of a group consensus. The only person who disagrees with it is Rick, who pretty much just wants to leave for his own purposes.
Who?
Rick.
Who?
Exactly. So with that being said, you guys do have like 4 hours before the meeting happens. Is there anything that you guys want to specifically do, or do you just want to cut to pretty much to that time?
Well, I can't think of anything that I want to do right this second.
Are you, John? You are literally the one person who should have something that they want to do right now.
John, take a short rest. You get your spell back, your warlock.
Well, I don't think short rests get
4 hours. You're a warlock. You get them back on short rest.
Do I?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep, you're a warlock.
Oh hey. Well, I guess I do that then.
Yes, and you can just tell me.
Okay. I walk to my room.
Sam and John. Okay, so John is gonna go take his short rest. Sam, and what's gonna happen is that Sam, you're going to because of what you want to do. Balls.
Oh, balls. I got it. I'm good with balls. Kappa.
Cool. All right. So specifically for you right now, you're going to
Cry.
gonna walk out of town, right? Gonna head over to like this little corner area right here, right?
Oh, I'm gathering. I'm not buying. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
Now this is even more of your choice.
Yeah. Exactly. I got you on this one. All right. So you are going to look around and give me a nature check.
You mean survival or nature?
Survival, nature, just whatever you're proficient in, because I really don't care. If you're not proficient in either one, just pick which one you think.
I'm proficient in survival, not nature. That's why
Good, give me survival.
How bad is it?
You ain't proficient in survival. All right, so
Oof, that's bad.
all right, so you look around and you find what looks like the remains of a death lotus plant. Now, the problem with that is that it's not much of it left, so you're not going to be able to make a strong concoction out of it. So you are able to make something out of it. It's just going to be pretty weak. So you are able to add a 1d4 poison on a Constitution save.
All right.
All right. So now for John.
What's up, black man?
Just going to scroll back to the bar. John, during your short rest, you see visions of a snake-like demon.
Okay.
And it's basically just a bunch of flashing images in your face. There's a lot of fire surrounding you. You feel hot in your dream, and he kind of like slithers up to you.
Hot and bothered or just hot?
Just hot, just really hot and uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And like slithers forward to you, and he just hands you a book. And
it's me a book.
Yep, and the book it's the bindings of the book, the covers of it is like hard, rotten flesh.
Wait, the snake hands him a book?
The snake hands him a book. It's not actually a snake.
Does he like
He's
regurgitate
communing.
it out of his mouth?
He's communing with his patron.
It's a snake-like demon. How about that? Does that make you feel better, Nick?
That would have been better if it was just like a
Demon
snake and it
God.
just came out of his mouth. He like puked it up for him.
All right, cool. So he hands him a book right between his pronged tongue, and John takes it and he looks at it, and it has like this look of rotting flesh. Hard, rotten flesh. It's kind of like leathery at this point. And at the end of your short rest, just before I even say that, does anybody have anything else on what they want to do?
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Nick?
I want to ask around in the bar and then maybe around town if they know of a cave that has lodestones, or they know any like rumor mills of where the nearest like dragonkin settlement would be.
Yeah, sure. So is there anybody like specific in the bar you want to look up to? Or you're just kind of like asking around?
Asking around, maybe cutting first, then random people
Alright, so
afterwards.
we got this guy over here. Looks kind of like Kevin, not really. And he just goes, lodestones? I don't really know much about lodestones. This area is kind of famous for doom stones, though. You know what those are?
Not an idea. What
Oh,
are the
man.
Doonstones you speak of?
Doomstones are great, man. They're pretty rare, actually, but
Sounds like
they're
hippie.
really common around here. More common than other places, rather. And what they do is, like, if you find one, they have like these really pretty colors to them. You know, red, blue, green. And if you crush them in your hand, they invigorate you with magical energy. They make you stronger, faster, smarter. If you can find them, I'm sure they'll sell for a munch, or help you out yourself.
That's stupid. I'm looking for lodestones.
That's stupid.
Ah,
know,
suit yourself.
The kind of magnetic stones. Perhaps they're near the Doonstones? There's two
if they
stones
would-
you bring together and they touch each other. Got a little magnetic attraction.
There should be a cave to the southwest. That's where they used to mine the Doomstones. You might be able to find something there.
Alright. Hopefully you're not leaving on a wild goose chase just for your Doonstones.
No, trust me, my information's good, man. And so you're not gonna find anything about dragon settlements out of the bar. So let's just say we have you. Whoops, I moved myself and not you guys. Say, all right. So we're gonna have you move over to the merchant area, and I'm gonna resize you because I don't know how to control a computer. And then you're gonna look around. You're gonna start talking to people, and you're gonna walk over to a halfling, and he's going to tell you about a city to the south, and he just kind of just goes to you. Oh, you're looking for dragons?
Not specifically dragons, just the Dragon King. Don't want to deal with the bigger bastards just yet.
Oh, the dragonkin. Well, there is a small settlement to the south, over in the desert. They have their own little city. You might be good if you go there.
How far south are we talking?
Quite a
Oh.
ways. If I look in the map, oh, you're looking at a few weeks, about 2 to 3.
Yikes. I guess I'll take a look at the lodestone mine first. Thank you, laddie.
No problem. You have yourself a nice day.
You too.
All right. So, with you looking around and stuff like that, anything else you want to do? Do you want to keep asking around, or do you want to like try and go for the low stones?
I got a rumor and I have an idea where maybe potential lodestones are, so I'll go for the lodestones.
Okay. So, dang son. You're gonna walk out to the southeast, excuse me, and I'm going to move you over here as soon as I place your token. There we go. And Jesus Christ,
What the hell are you doing? Token's still here.
is that even it? No, that's not it. Oh, you guys didn't see that. All right, so now you're on this path.
Not suspicious at all.
Okay.
You're on this path, and you're not entirely sure of where you're supposed to be going, but you do know that you're supposed to be pretty much going like this way. This guy directed you in this area to kind of like look for the cave, for the lodestones. So, right, I also have to do this.
Yeah, I don't have control. You're just gonna.
I'm gonna move you up.
Yeah.
And, where the hell is he's at the bottom? He's always at the bottom. Okay, so there goes the neighborhood, and we're gonna move you kind of like
did the map just move, or is that me?
that. Nah, I moved the map by accident.
Okay.
So you're gonna move over here, and let me get this down actually real fast. Actually, nope. You're just gonna keep moving up through the path, and you see, here it is. Did it? There we go. Okay, so you see these two guys here. And don't let the picture fool you. They don't have their daggers out, or their short swords rather. And they see you, and they just question you. Hey, where are you going?
Hail, friends! I'm looking for a cave.
What kind of cave?
A cave that has the stone sort of variety. Looking for some magnetic stones called lodestones. You ever heard of them?
Oh yeah, kind of like little magnets.
Exactly. Everyone in town thought I was crazy. Good thing people out here have a brain, eh? So have you seen the cave around?
Oh yeah, the cave's just up this path. So once you get to a certain point, you kind of see it to your right. May I ask what town you came from?
Do I know the name? I probably do, but I don't know the name off my top head.
Don't worry, I didn't make a name, so you can make whatever up, or you can
I
just
was
say
about to say,
you can
I
just say
didn't-
that town over there.
Oh, that town over there.
I was about to say,
What an
like, did you
asshole.
ever give us a name for that fucking town?
No, and then he
No, I
asked us
didn't.
for it.
Don't worry about it. This is all planned. This is all well planned. All right. So they look at you and they go, "Oh, okay. They come that way. You heard about a bandit group called the Blue Blades at all?
There.
Heard they were ravaging that town pretty badly over there."
Blades. Maybe something like the Red Swords rings a bell. I don't know about Blue Blades. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Go ahead, man.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
I almost walked
And
by.
so when you try to walk past them, one of them actually makes a sneak attack on you with a club. And hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna take my dagger real quick. I'm on my phone on Discord though, so I'll be.
Don't worry about it. He's gonna attack you with the club,
Jesus.
and that was how much of your health?
9. Fair amount.
All right. So, and at the same time, the other one's actually gonna hit you with a club as well.
Okay.
And that was both for non-lethal
Boys
damage.
rolling max damage. What the hell?
That was both for just knockout damage.
Oh, what does he get for sneak attack bonus?
Oh, they both get hold on. They both get, well, let's make it 2d6.
That means they're both level 3.
At least 3 or 4.
All right, I'm knocked out.
Okay. So you fall over, and we'll come back to you at some point.
All right, what the shite? All right,
All right. So we come back to John.
fucking
And
rigged
John-
dice over here. What the fuck is this shit?
John wakes up from his from his short rest, and notices the same book that he had in his dreams in his hands.
I do one
I'm
thing and I
clutching it,
forget.
right?
Shut
Like,
up.
you know, like I got both my arms
Is
around
it-
it.
You're holding it as if it was like a teddy bear and you just had a nightmare.
Hell yeah. So I wake up in a cold sweat, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Then I look at the book in front of me. Do I have any idea what this book could be?
No, you do not. You just know that it has something to do with your patron.
So that's an idea of what the book could be.
Yes. I'm sorry. I that's what I thought you meant was like, you know, immediately like what it is.
No,
And like
just
what it
like a
does.
hint or an idea. Like,
Yeah,
do
yeah.
I know about what it could be from prior knowledge?
Yeah, you kind of just like know the origin of it, but that's about it.
Okay. So it's otherworldly. Can I
Yes.
open it and take a gander at the pages?
Yes, you can.
Okay. What is there?
When you open it immediately, you just see blank pages. As you flip through it, words start to form in Infernal. And luckily for you, you can understand that language. And the words form out the spell for minor illusion.
Okay.
You peer through a little bit more, and another page starts to form words, which ends up looking like shocking grasp.
Okay. And I think I have a pretty good idea of what it is at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna walk out like reading it still.
Okay.
Is anyone in the bar still?
Well, I can tell you what, Rick isn't here, and
Sure.
and who else is in the bar?
I would still be in the bar at least until myself and Sam go ahead to scout the meeting point.
All
I mean,
right,
is
and
it really like right at that time yet?
no, you. It's
back
it's
by
it's a
then?
little, it's
If
a
it
little
was
bit
close
earlier.
to that time, I probably would have left.
Yeah, it's early. It's about that time actually. As a matter of
Alright.
fact, Sam, did you come back to meet up with Sanu?
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm coming back to my computer.
Jesus Christ,
That's a ham sandwich.
that's a ham sandwich. All right, and Elliot and Kyle, what did you guys do during this 4 hours?
Hung out. Been in the bar, not doing much.
Fuck you,
Yeah, I
Darien.
don't-
I
I
probably
don't
would have
think
came
I
back
needed a
after that.
rest. So
All right, so Sam and Sanu,
Yeah, I
Um,
assume I would have came back after I did that, right? That wouldn't have taken the full 4
no,
hours. Yeah.
not at all. It would have taken you like an hour at best.
Me and Sana were probably just talking about what the fuck we were gonna do during our little sneaky beat time.
All right, so Jesus Christ, absolutely. All right, so Sanu and Sam, you guys are going to pretty much move up north. About that time, the guards that were there to kind of like keep check on everybody when they kind of like entered and all that stuff are gone. You don't know where they are. You just assume that they're on break. And pretty
Down
much,
or up?
what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna like set up in the trees? Or are you just gonna scout out the area? What's up?
Where are we? Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the thing on my face?
I don't know, man. You made that yourself.
Hell, I did.
Oh, all right.
So the meeting's gonna be like where? Like right here in town?
Right about here. Like hold on. There we go. Like right about here.
I
I
guess we
think the
should.
tree sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere. Oh, that's not the alt button. That's the alt button.
I forgot I had to click my dude after using the little roller.
Okay. Since it is about that time, John,
We
do
could
you-
probably take the time to camouflage ourselves a little bit, huh?
yeah, you can do that.
Would you say that would give us advantage on stealth checks or no?
That would give you advantage on stealth checks and any type of like surprise attacks if you did them.
All right.
Wait, if they're there, what time do I get to the gate at?
Well, are you going with Elliot and Kyle, or are you going by yourself?
I don't know if those two are going.
Elliot and Sanu. Or
We're already there. We're.
I know you two are there.
All right, so
yeah,
Elliot-
I'd be going.
okay, you're going. Okay, and Elliot, are you going too?
Yeah, I don't remember when that was decided, but yeah, I'll go.
All right. I mean, you could have said no. You could at any time have just said, I don't want to go."
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
I
do
know
what I
I'd be
do.
left
and
out,
just
but I didn't-
die to two bandits.
I thought John convinced you to come.
So I think I
remember John-
convinced them to take part in like doing it, but I don't know if they
Yeah.
were coming to do this. I thought I was coming to meet them solo while you two were watching.
All
Yeah, I
right.
remember there was like a plan, but I don't remember. I remember I knew there was something they wanted us to do. I didn't know there was a plan. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
because
follow along.
Sanu was particularly skeptical about doing this because he thought he was gonna die or something or use his spotter.
Mm-hmm.
So I put myself on the line. Anyway, I want to know what time I get at the gate because I wanna see if I can scope the other two out and maybe make it sneakier for them with like minor illusion or something.
You get there like a little bit before the meeting is supposed to happen, so you can definitely do that if you want to.
Okay, can I just make it like bushier, just like harder to see them, but it doesn't make them make it any harder for them to see?
Sure.
Cool.
I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'll
You
I'll-
probably
I'll
cast
allow
the
it.
illusion on us in particular, and since we know it's an illusion, it doesn't affect us.
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm
You
waiting.
could make us appear as like branches or whatever.
All right, so that's going to be an expertise check at this point, since well, they also add the proficiency bonus to their advantage roll if they do something like that, since they have that that extra camouflage going on for them.
Sure. Advantage plus more. I like it.
So
I'm okay with this.
where the hell did I put these? Okay, there we go. All right, so at this point, you guys gonna like wait for the meeting to happen, and you see Fry walk up huge Fry,
That's what I'd be like, damn.
and Fry just like looks at
I
you.
guess he ain't no small fry anymore, huh?
Shut the fuck up.
So Fry walks up and he just goes, "I got them to talk to you. They'll be here in a few minutes."
I'm sobered up, I imagine, at this point.
Yeah, it's been like you took a nap and it's been like 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't know it. I don't
Far.
fucking know. I even said that.
He's a lightweight, dude.
Oh yeah, he's a little dude. Hold up.
So we're
Yeah.
stealth with advantage.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I give him a nod. I ask him, "Is there anything I need to know about your people?" Fucking hell.
Expertise is double?
Expertise is double your proficiency bonus.
Oh my god.
You all right, John?
I'm, okay.
Okay.
Do you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said.
Holy shit.
They don't like you a lot. That's all I can really tell you.
Alright. I give him, I laugh softly. I back away.
All right, so he kind of like walks back, and well, I can't do this with him like coming off the map. Walks back, turns around, and kind of like waves him over, and he moves over to the side of the road, and you see, in specific, 2 female figures show up. Oop.
Nice.
Nice.
Do you want me and Connor to roll their stealth?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
And they both walk up to you,
Yeah.
and there is also an archer and another rogue behind them.
They got a lot of people. They got a decent amount of people.
And the blonde one kind of like looks at the 3 of you and goes, "I thought there were 6 of you."
I didn't think about it.
That's all you, John.
About it. No, I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
She's kind of keeping her distance, so she's kind of like shouting. That's a lot of distance.
Oh my god.
You don't have to go from middle of the unit to middle of the unit. You kind of just
Fine, I'll do it from the
Probably
edge
should have done
of
that
the
earlier
unit
for you
to
boys.
the edge of the unit.
close-ish enough.
I'd
John's
still
like-
say, I'd still
John's
say
like
that's
head
shouting.
of the unit.
It's not like you're in a. Do you
You're
know
way
how
up
far 20
here.
feet is? 20 feet is not that far.
John, you're nitpicking.
Okay.
John,
Okay.
20 feet is 20 feet.
Very. Thank you, Sam.
You're
Anyway, she said there were 6 of you.
Yes.
Let's say some of us had business today, and we might be -1 in the future. No, I say some of us had business today. I'm here to deal with you guys. Something to that effect.
Okay.
Is this Fry?
That is Fry, yes.
Oh, why is
wasn't
Fry
sure.
being such a little bitch?
'Cause
He's so
Fry
far
is a-
away.
Well, to be fair, he was scared as fuck when he came to us anyway.
Yeah, but
Fry is naturally a little bitch.
yeah, but Fry is like a super good drinker, dude. I don't know if he could be that much of a little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You like forced him to drink.
And didn't he roll some kind of like 20 to just wreck it?
Yeah.
He did.
Fucking wrecked the pint, dude.
I'm gonna wreck it.
All right. So anyway, we had plans to test your abilities. However, our leader and Fry had different ideas. Is there a specific reason why you would rather talk to us here instead of with our leader himself?
I say I expected some type of higher ranking member, which should have been good enough. And I give him the look around, see if anyone's peeking around, hiding. And then
Okay.
say, hold on, I'm not done. Hold on. And I wanted a reason to trust you people.
Oh. Keeping him with the you people.
So you're looking around?
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Sure.
Nat 20, John. Please.
Nat 9. Oh boy.
Memes.
Nat 8.
John
Close to
Luck.png.
that, that.
All right, so that's actually hilarious.
Y'all both suck.
That's actually hilarious. All right, so
Lead
first
Real
us
off,
quick,
down.
there are 2 people with me. Are they doing anything while as I talk to these 2?
I mean that depends on what they say they're doing.
Well, one's like autistic and just wants to kill people. The other one is Kyle.
It's not looking good.
All right. All right, so okay. So she.
Do you
She
want
looks-
us to roll stealth at all, or just are we just assuming we're hidden?
Hey man, she wasn't paying attention. You guys are
Alright.
fine. So like unless you guys decide to like move around or some mess, I hope you don't.
Well, not yet.
So she looks at you, like looking around, and kind of like doesn't even notice that you were looking around at all because apparently she's blind. And you also didn't notice anything by looking around yourself, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
And
I just love how they rolled reverse numbers.
I know, dude. That's actually what I'm enjoying too.
And John doesn't know modifiers, so they're straight rolls.
So she looks at you and goes, "You don't need a large reason to trust us, only enough to know that we will help you if you help us."
And what exactly is helping you? You seem to be the one with the problem.
That's why they want help.
She kind of
Wow.
this is actually in character. This is actually in character. She takes a deep breath. Because of the fact that you're actually completely right, she is the one with the problem. And she looks at you and goes, "My leader is impressed by your abilities and is willing to give you a reward past that of this town's guard if you do give us the aid we seek."
And I give her that inquisitive gaze. And I say, is this meeting enough? Well, I guess I'll just ask about the reward.
Oh, you're just gonna ask her what the reward is? Okay.
Yeah, but like,
John's like, fuck the plot. What do I get?
yeah, more like slyly though, like you know. So just
That's totally how you would deal with the bandit, though. I don't think that's weird.
Yeah, I agree. It's just
No.
John, so I find it funnier.
I get you.
I think you gotta ask it slyly instead of saying I ask her slyly.
I can't think of a good way to put it though. So
Well,
I'm
then
gonna
your
let
character
Darius-
can't think of a good way to
What's
put
in
it.
it for me?
It's not my
It's like a
character. It's me
common-
being a dingus.
If I knew what he was going to give you, I would have told you already. Unfortunately, he's kept this information even from me. So we are able to set up a meeting with him, and he can give you something or tell you what you want to know. He's not an aggressive man, merely a strategic one.
I got nothing. Today's not a good day for me. But I nod. I tell her where would this meet? I ask her where the meeting would be.
Our camp, only an hour away from town, actually in this direction. In the road's direction rather, slightly off into the forest.
Can I make some suggestions for John to ask?
Yeah, please.
Please, by all means.
What do they want to test our skills for?
Oh yeah. If you're so impressed, then why do we need to be tested? If your leader was so impressed. Wait a second. That doesn't actually make sense.
No. I know what you meant, John. I know what you meant. And
I don't even know what I meant.
Looking
Well,
good.
I'm going to insert what you know that you thought you meant, but you didn't know that you actually meant.
Sure.
Forcibly move along the plot.
Sure.
That time that without dice, John rolls a natural 1 in real life.
That's about where I'm at right now.
Sounds like I was just talking about.
I asked, what then there, huh?
And then the black-haired one kind of like lurches forward and goes, "You insolent!" And the blonde-haired one like puts an arm in front of her to like stop her, and she goes, "We," motioning like her and the two females, just like, "We were not impressed. We needed to see more in order to allow you to help our leader. But him, as we said before, he had a different idea. So we came at a what's the word? Help me.
Oh boy.
Moment's notice.
We're having a real hard time today.
No. We came to an agreement. Screw it.
That's not even close to what I thought you meant.
I want to like cut in, and I want to
I was
wanna,
supposed
like-
to know that that's the word.
I want to cast thaumaturgy Darien on my voice to make it sound more
Oh, jeez.
intimidating.
Go for it.
Okay. Give it a flick of
No,
the wrist.
no. The ladies weren't impressed. You need to cast
They weren't
thaumaturgy.
impressed.
They cast
And
it
I
on
was
your
gonna
dick.
say,
Compromise. That's the Sanu. The word was compromise.
cast
Oh, I
it on
see,
his dick.
okay.
He said. And I wanna say something to the effect of, "There's no need to prove ourselves to a set of underlings, whether it be deception or intimidation."
Well, that's what
Sounds like
That'd be
intimidation,
rude.
dude.
you're making your voice louder. And
Intimidation.
what are you trying to accomplish by intimidating them?
Yeah.
No, making them feel differently, dude. What do you mean?
Okay, bro. What is the difference? You can't just to make them not feel like they feel that.
Yeah,
I wanna-
dude.
Yo, man,
I want to make them feel
their
bad about
feelings.
themselves. I want to make them walk away just going, man, this guy's ain't mean. God, I want to make the black girl.
Oh, what was that? No, keep
My-
going.
Well,
My bad. I want to make the black haired girl walk away just going, man, he hurt my feelings. And his voice is loud.
I'll start talking. A little bit.
I think he just wants to be like more loud to be more impressive and more imposing.
Yeah.
They
He
weren't
feels
impressed.
inadequate.
Dude, roll me intimidation then.
Sure.
He's rolling intimidation to make himself feel better.
that's believable, dude.
Neither one of them are phased at all.
Whoa! What do you mean? At all?
Not
Yeah,
even a
I should
bit.
have
They think,
advantage.
yo,
I
they
should have
think you're a
advantage.
scrawny little bitch.
Yo,
You see
I
what
should
the
have
hell he's talking about.
advantage.
John, not even with your advantage,
have
actually, neither
advantage.
one of them are phased.
I should have advantage.
I can't deal with you dumb cunts. What'd you say, Dane?
Even with your advantage, neither of them are phased.
At 19?
Mm-hmm.
At natural 19?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Wait,
I'm
what
for
the fuck,
17.
dude?
Something tells me they might not be underlings.
Yeah, me too now.
Or you're just in a position out of their organization where they feel like they have the whole organization behind them, so they're not going to be threatened by some random dude, no matter how
Yelling.
loudly he yells.
It's
Some-
not
yeah,
exactly yelling. It's not exactly yelling.
It's booming.
Yeah, like I'm speaking with my chest. Like 3 chests.
He has borrowed chests.
Like
and
solid 3 of his chests, dude.
He just drew it. He drew a face on his chest and he's using it to talk.
I don't know about that one, Sam.
That's what I'm picturing. Like you just pull your shirt up, you're like talking with your stomach.
They,
Well, what was that commercial for? Where they used to use their belly buttons as the mouth.
oh god, I know what you're talking about, dude.
That's what John did.
So you say that they're unfazed. They look at each other. They look back at you, and they just
What
Just
are you
get out of your
looking at?
system, dude.
All right, they excuse me. They look back at you, and they just go, "Your worth does not need to be proven anymore, especially with minor tricks, amateur tricks, actually.
Shit,
If you
dude.
wish to meet him,
19.
we can lead you to
Amateur.
him,
If they
or
know they
we
that
can
you
end this
magically amplified
conversation
your
here."
voice, though. They must have
Will you
recognized.
just kill him?
Wait. Yeah, wait. They're just completely aware that I used the trick. They don't have to roll anything. I heard Sanu say something. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
They're
I'm being
talking about your
fucking con-
thaumaturgy, not the
The
mind illusion.
thaumaturgy to make your voice louder. They must have known or seen that used before.
Yeah, they're talking about that, not your minor illusion.
I see.
Yeah, the thaumaturgy was actually, that's really easy for the blonde one to figure out. I'm not going to tell you why, but yeah.
Because she's a bitch. No, I don't know.
Because she's a forgot a fucking tight cunt, dude. I don't like this bitch.
I got you, Kyle.
The monk is on autopilot.
So
The monk
they
should
off-
take over speaking.
they offered you they offered you the ultimatum. You can meet with their leader, or they can end this conversation now.
Yeah, I'll meet with their leader.
Fine then.
They can
If
meet with these
you
nuts.
would be so kind as to follow us, then we will show you where he is now. And they she
Take-
stops.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I guess
Want
I'm
to
not
roll
moving
stealth
yet.
now? I just want to really roll
It's
this
not like-
stealth. See what
I
get.
mean, you can roll your stealth. if
Ooh.
you want,
No,
but
you don't even have to roll the
experience,
stealth. It doesn't matter
Damn it.
actually.
Dude, hey, if we got a natural 20, it would matter.
I hate
Yeah,
this
no,
game,
you're
dude.
right.
So I'm
You're
going to
right.
roll it.
though. Why are you rolling 2d20, by the way?
Because
The
I rolled
advantage.
both of them. Yeah, we have advantage. I don't
Oh,
take
well,
the
then
32.
Can I just roll?
Yeah.
Can I just roll?
The
I
stealth
rolled
one?
a
stealth?
Yeah.
28 and a 20, Darien.
You didn't roll a 28.
Yeah, 16 plus 12.
All right. You rolled a 16, and it adds up
Yeah.
to 12. You didn't roll.
No.
A 28.
What?
That's
What?
not how that. You didn't roll a 28 on a die 20.
Those
That's
are
math-
Oh, no,
Mathematically
no. I know
impossible.
what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Rolling a 20 is different than adding up to a 28. It's just different.
All right, so yeah, she looks over to the right and she goes, "You two can stop hiding now, and we
That's
can
some
go."
serious bullshit. We ain't even moved or talked, and we're camouflaged.
Well, she got
That's
a nat 20.
ridiculous. Still ridiculous. She would have to know she was looking for extra people, dude. That's crazy.
All right, so
I'll jump out of the tree.
all right, so they all just like leave, and like Fry like rarely chases behind them, and you guys are just gonna
Yeah.
follow
I am.
Well, I guess so now. What the hell?
him.
Like,
Yeah,
I
there's
feel like
no
she already
way
rolled
I hide, so-
perception and rolled an 8. And then she just turns around and sees us all of a sudden.
Yep, that's how the dice roll.
Garbage. What a garbage luck.
All right,
She's a lucker
so-
noob. I think that about her now.
All right, so they lead you off into the forest, and well, up the road rather, and into the forest, and a little whiles out, they kind of like cut into the woods, and when they do that, they kind of like have you guys follow them for a little bit, and they kind of like lead you to what appears to be like a tiny like encampment in the woods, and you see like just a bunch of bandits all over the place. And let me move that over, and there you go. Camps, campfires, bandits, all that stuff. And she turns around to look at you, and she goes, "This way." And she walks all the way to the back, and the other one follows behind her. And let me
Yo, I need
actually,
to zoom
I'm
out.
just gonna, yeah, I know you
realized
guys.
I didn't notice how big the camp was because I was too far zoomed in.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going to.
Darien.
What's up?
How come this dude's girls look like level 20 maxed out in endgame gear, and this dude looks like he's like level 3. Yo, I just got a big sword.
Uh,
I
You
feel
mad
there's
better
an
than
ex-
class fantasy.
there's an explanation for that. But anyway,
Because he likes big swords.
no, it. It looks like that, but
Let's
Smart.
go. Let's go.
yeah. So the guy here who's like standing guard kind of like looks at you, and the blonde already told him to make way, so he moves out of the way. And the other guy like takes a step over too. And now I will actually give you guys control of your characters. And
He says.
it's taking me a second, especially with how my computer is acting up right now. Jesus fucking Christ. There we go. All right, you all should be able to move now.
Yeah, I can move.
Oh, nope, gotta hold up. It's like I run away.
I just want to make sure that I'm not
It's-
getting played.
All right. So the guy looks at you, and you can kind of like see him in like full leather armor, and he has two swords on him, and he looks at the group of you, and he goes, "Oh, I thought there were 6 of you."
There's 5.
We lost one due to a
Yeah, so did we.
complication.
Are you sure it was complications?
Well,
I look
A
him in the eye and I
complication.
say, what was it? He was passive, no, not passive aggressive. He was what's the word?
I
Passive
don't know.
aggressive?
Pacifist?
He's a
Pacifist.
pacifist, but yeah, that's
Pacifist?
Disinterested pacifist.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. Well then, let me introduce you to my temporary home. My name is Solomon. I am the leader of the Blue Blades, and
Solomon.
a very interested individual with your previous work, especially the offing of my good friend Moosh.
The fuck is Moosh?
What's his name?
the ogre.
Moosh.
Who the fuck is Moosh?
Maybe he was self-named, dude. You don't know.
That's what I
Probably found-
say. And I'm like, who the fuck is Moosh?
Moosh was my less than greatly intelligent ogre friend that I
I've
believe.
never met an ogre in my life so far.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm being honest.
Well, that's the rest of the. You might not have, but your accomplices definitely have. And John, are you still running the ring actually?
Yeah, I didn't take it off.
John
All right, cool.
turns into
So
his
so Solomon actually looks at you, and he goes, and the proof is actually on your friend here. I believe you are wearing my friend's ring.
I realized who he's talking about, and I asked him how he befriended that thing.
Oh, you shine a shiny thing in front of an ogre, and sometimes they just follow the bait.
shiny thing in front of
Speaking of which, do you mind handing that to me? I promise to you on my honor I will get it back.
Oh, that sounds believable.
That sounds.
He just met him. He's telling us about his honor and shit.
Say the honor among thieves, honor among bandits.
I don't trust this guy specifically
We're not bandits,
because of
dude.
my
The problem
alignment
with that
Darien.
is
We didn't
John's
steal
not
him.
a thief.
Don't worry about it. Hold on.
Exactly.
I
That's
don't
why.
like-
That's why he
Oh.
would say it.
All right,
Because
you're
we
good. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I mean, I was gonna like kind of take a step back, put a hand on the ring, and I tell him, I think it'll be in safekeeping right here.
Fair enough. However, I believe that there's something about that ring that you're missing out on. Something that Moosh particularly would never be able to see himself. But that's neither here nor there. My question is with the rest of you, as dispatching that cult nuisance that we are both facing.
their rest of the sentence?
If you would be so kind as to hear me out, do you intend on helping the guard get rid of them?
While he's talking, can I just like see if anything sketchy's going on? I don't know. Like watching everyone else, not our group, his group.
I'm sorry, my volume actually got like lowered by mistake.
Oh,
What did you say?
can I like see if anyone else in his group is doing anything sketchy?
I'm just glad it's going down.
Sure.
I'm so looking
Just
forward
roll
to putting
perception.
the builds together and
But like
stuff.
I don't know, like if they're like like grouping
So
behind us
like
to
this.
cut us off or anything. I don't
Yeah.
know.
None of them are paying any attention to
Yeah,
you
same
whatsoever. They're all just going about their own business,
Alright.
sharpening their blades, talking to each other about stealing things, and one of
Classic
them
thieve things.
thinks Elliot's hot.
I was like, how many
unsettling.
skulls you got under your belt?
Another one is talking about the weird hood. Kind of like noticed all that while you walked by.
Why is John's the only icon without like the shit around it?
Because John, I couldn't like find a matching border for his icon when I made it.
Oh.
So did anyone answer the question?
I wasn't
What do
listening.
you say?
He said, Jesus Christ. He said
It was my audio like cut out. I'm sorry.
yeah. He said if you guys had any intentions upon actually helping the guard get rid of the cultists.
I actually thought he asked everyone else. That's why I didn't answer.
Okay. No, he was addressing all of you.
I told him. I tell him, yeah. That was my intention.
I was like, yeah,
Okay.
as long as they intend to pay me.
Good. This works out perfectly, actually, because those villagers, those simple townsfolk, whatever you want to call them, have absolutely no idea what they're getting themselves
Holy
into.
shit! Give me a second. It just started downpouring. It's coming from my window.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, it's so wet.
Well,
No, dude, my window is
Rain
open, and
is
then I'm
bad.
sitting in my fucking chair, and I'm like, why am I getting so wet? Oh, my bed is soaked.
Water is wet.
This nigga retarded.
Dude, I just heard the thunder, and I was like, what the fuck's happening?
Imagine if he didn't hear thunder and he jumped on his bed.
Dude, my fucking floor would be flooded.
Suddenly a waterbed.
Alright, we're good. Sorry, I'm sorry about that, guys.
Okay, so he goes, perfect. Those simple townsfolk have no idea what they're getting themselves into. My people have
And
been...
oh wait, never mind.
No, go ahead.
I'm
You
gonna
go
let him
ahead.
keep going. I'm gonna let him keep going.
Okay. My people
John's
have
like,
been...
and I slap him.
My people have been dealing with those cultists for even longer than that town has. And as a matter of fact, we pretty much figured out where their primary base of operations were before they even figured out that there was just a cult. Problem is that their numbers are formidable, and I cannot risk all of my men to simply end this on a whim. And that's where you come in.
I look at him and I'm like, we're the Expendables.
Incorrect. Actually, here's what we can do. Because of the timing and manpower required for their ritual, if you choose to deal with that, you can. You'll gain the reward from the villagers, and you can even report back to me and gain a reward from me as well. The other option is that we directly attack their base. Me and my people will distract them at the front. You will simply go from the back, take out their leader, and you will receive your reward once we have completely crushed them.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, we can still get both rewards then. So I think.
No, because the guard gave you the... he wanted you to get rid of to do the ritual. Get rid of the ritual. If that still happens, then woohoo.
We can't set up the ritual with the second one?
You have to choose one or the other.
Stop the ritual or kill the people.
Stop the ritual or attack their base directly.
Wait, how does that not stop the ritual?
Because the thing about it is that like it's going to okay.
Go
So
ahead. Sorry.
If you attack, they might continue with the ritual as planned
Oh, I see.
and
Okay.
Yeah.
try to succeed with it or whatever.
because the thing is like the ritual and their base are not in the same area at all.
Oh, okay.
I promise you that the reward that I would give you for either job would be well worth your while.
I look at him like, what are we talking?
Yeah.
Aside from the simple gold that you would receive from it, there are magical inquisitions that I have come across.
Acquisitions?
Yes, that's what I meant. Thank you.
Does that correction
But
happen in game?
actually
Just
the word
making
was
sure.
the word was actually requisitions, or requisitions rather.
You requisitioned it?
He stole it.
There you go.
So, so aside from the simple money, there's also other things that I can provide you of the magical sort. The easiest of which, have you ever heard of Dune stones?
I nod no.
Doomed stones?
You nod? No.
Also,
What?
also,
The-
Dane, I'm thinking about it.
Mhm.
Can I ask like how much plans did you have for the campaign like outside of this first town? I imagine like quite a bit, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Just for the sake of that, then. Okay. Okay, we're good. Keep going.
Okay, yep.
John's like, all right, we won't try to kill
So he kind of, I mean, you could try to if you want. It's not, I wouldn't recommend it, but anyway, so he kind of looks at you and he goes, ah, interesting. So, plain and simple, they're just magical stones of different varieties that amplify the physical and mental nature of any humanoid that just so happens to crush it in their hands. I have a few myself. They're quite useful to have, actually. And I'm sure they would be well off in your hands as well. Would you like to see one?
I think you're saying Doom, like DOOM. Oh, Doom.
Nope.
Never mind.
I
what the
heard
fuck?
Doom like 3 times, and I thought
Yeah,
that
Heard
so did
Dune.
I.
I thought there was
I
supposed
knew
to
it
be,
was
like,
Dune.
just being
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
like missing it intentionally for fun.
No, I'm trying to say Dune as best as I can, but if you hear Doom, I can't do anything about your ears.
You can't do anything about your mouth.
Well, I hold up my hand.
Yeah, what that mouth do?
Well,
You hold out your hand. All right. So he.
I mean,
digs
I always
his-
heard Dune.
Well, I don't know what you're saying. Literally, like,
All
can you
right.
say
So
the
your mama. So he digs in his pocket and he pulls out a glowing yellow stone, and he puts it in your hand. And he says,
Who, me or John?
John.
Damn it.
Did you hold out your hand, nigga?
I don't know. We're right next to each other.
And
Did you
he's
hold
like,
out your hand, nigga?
Nigga, fuck you.
and he's like, go ahead, analyze it, do what you will with it. It's
Analyze it.
I have many of them at this point.
Can I go lick it?
Sure.
No.
So John, you have a stone in your hand. What are you doing with it?
Well, I'm looking at it, and I squint my eyes and I look at it a bit harder. Can I roll something to really get a feel for it?
Arcana.
To really look at it.
That's how Sam keeps rolling all these 20s, dude.
John thinks there's no magical properties and he's lying to him.
John's like, it's a fucking rock.
It's not a rock. It's a boulder.
Did you really just hand me a piece of honey? Did you hand me candy, bruh?
Boulder.
I
So
just take it from John and
It's
just
a
put that
rock.
shit in my hand.
It's a rock.
you can do that if you want to.
Make
Sure,
Sam,
fuck it.
Sam roll Arcana.
All right. So
Shem doesn't have Arcana.
So John does not see anything from it. John actually continues to like look at it for about a good minute, and then Sam, being
Grows
fed up
impatient.
grows impatient. Yep, and takes it out of his hand, and he crushes it, and a magical energy like floods Ingo Dag's like body, and he feels more fluent with words. He feels like he can talk better. So add 1 to your charisma. That's permanent.
All right,
Wow.
sweet.
They're permanent rocks.
Dude, that really got my rocks off. You know what I mean?
Fucked up.
And he looks at Solomon looks at Ingo and he says, "I trust you now understand what the stones can do."
I looked at him like that felt good.
And
No,
he's-
you gotta say something more eloquent, like
Yeah,
Not
actually,
yet.
literally.
Guys, I need 1 more point for it to be more eloquent. That was only 11 from 10.
That's a 10% increase, you asshole.
What?
Tell that to my
No, what-
modifiers.
What he means is it doesn't make him noticeably better because he was already noticeably not as good.
Well, I was noticeably middle of the pack.
Right.
and he goes, "There's other things that I have aside from those stones, but they would be, let's say 6 if you complete this. Of course, they're not going to be of your choosing, but
If he's
I'm
handing
sure."
out stat rocks, we probably should chill with this guy.
Right? Boy, give me those fucking dex rocks.
Even if he's sending out shot rocks, dude.
I say if we're attacking the main camp, don't you think we deserve a little more?
I would say, can't we have a part of our reward in advance? I'm
That
gonna hold
would've
out my
been-
hand too.
Hold up my hand.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
So he kind of like rubs his chin a little bit, looks at you, and he goes, "So is that an agreement to attack their base?"
I nod my head.
Excellent. Then we've struck a deal.
Whoa, no deal yet. What about my persuasion roll about more rocks?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm getting to that.
Persuasion for rocks.
And they laughed at old Rick. They all laughed at Rick.
Sounds like I want more of those pebbles.
So he goes, how about I do this for you? He digs in his pocket. He takes out a sack, like a tiny bag, not really a sack, just like a tiny bag, and he puts that in your hand, and he goes, "That is 25 gold. That is, that's half of what I'll give you for the money. Now, as for the stones,
The
let's
important
see.
part. When money is no longer the main motivation.
I think to myself, Rick's gonna love these. We're gonna be able to convince him to do anything.
Oh my god, you're
No,
right.
Rick's gonna be so cocky about it.
So he
Rick's
kind
gonna
of
get max strength and not hit anything.
so he looks around and he goes, let's see. I'll give you these 3. And there's a blue one, a green one, and a red one.
I take the green one. I have no
Okay.
idea what it
Bitch,
does.
you already got one.
I know, but there's 3 of us, and he handed us 3 stones. So I'm taking the green one.
I
Do
snatched
you even
that
know how to
shit.
count?
I snatched that shit
He
out
like,
of Sam's hand.
Nigga, I'll try to steal it back.
Okay, well, there's 2 more stones in his hand.
I take the blue one.
I take the green one. Fuck y'all. Oh y'all.
And so he's like, and I guess since you're the only one left standing here, I guess you take the red one.
No, I say these 3 are upon the original 6 offered.
Well,
Or a bonus.
considering I like you, Those 3 will be part of the 8 in total that I'll give you. So you just got yourself a 2 extra stones then.
Yeah, that's very nice actually. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
break the
that's
green
he
one.
has a pickaxe.
Now,
and found those.
now,
Importantly.
one question actually.
Damn it.
Your last friend, you said he came across complications, or what was it again?
He
Talking about the dwarf.
he walked away from us.
And you sure it wasn't his own attempt at running away?
I think it was.
Well, that means that would be of his own decisions then. And at that point, I must apologize to him graciously. And he kind of like lets up a loud whistle. And I hate how these things are organized. And this guy shows up and he drops off an unconscious Rick.
Unconscious Rick!
I'm so excited to see unconscious Rick that I snatched the green stone from Sam's hand and I
Nigga, go
throw
fuck yourself.
and I throw it at Rick.
I
and,
already broke it while you were talking.
No, you didn't.
Fuck yourself.
And I throw it at Rick.
What
in
do we
an attempt
contest?
to wake
How
him
we
up.
contest this roll? What the fuck you want me to do? Fuck you,
All
John.
right. So both of you roll dex. Roll a dex save.
I'm gonna lose the cock out of this.
You sure are.
Yeah, that's not even fair, dude.
I don't think I've seen Sam roll under like a 15 on.
Scroll
How
up
high?
a little bit.
How high are your like modifiers?
For dex, oh high. For everything else, really low.
Yeah, unfortunately, grabbing something out of a rogue's hand is not going to be a mind check.
Yeah, no way.
What if he grabbed it with his mind? Do you have a cantrip for that?
I do have magic hand, but it doesn't really. It's not gonna change it.
Yeah, that
Couldn't you use magic hand to like slap me?
Wake
only
him up with mage hand.
You know what? Let's see.
Well,
Well, I can. I want to do that.
all right. So you cast Mage Hand. We're not even gonna like read the description or anything like that. It's just it's the floaty hand that just
It looks like Bigby's hand.
it just pops Rick in the face, and Nick, give me a 20. He is still asleep.
I hit him again.
Nick, give me another 20.
I just picture like John just slapping him back and forth with the mage hand.
Yeah.
All right. So you woke up now, Nick.
He's awake, but I slap him a third time.
All right.
And he falls asleep again.
All right. So Nick, you're awake and you just got slapped while being conscious.
What the hell is this?
And I slap him one more time.
Get your 50 paws off me! What the fuck is this?
I yell out to him, Rick,
Is that you, Tim?
we got rocks. 8 big, beautiful rocks.
Now you're coming around. Was this a joke? It's a little prank on old Rick.
Darien,
What's up?
I'm gonna take the green one back here and give it to Kyle and tell him to break it.
Okay. Kyle, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So you're gonna actually add +1 to your dex.
Awesome. Thanks, friend.
No problem.
All right. So he's excuse me. Solomon's gonna turn around to Rick and he's gonna go, "My apologies for my handyman's rough work, but I couldn't have any of you running away. I really needed this to be done and over with."
I'm gonna cast
Can I
mending
ask
on
a question
myself.
real fast?
Yeah, sure.
What was the color of the stone that Sam initially broke?
Yellow.
Yellow charisma, green agility, or whatever. Yours is red, so I'm assuming it's strength.
It could be
Mitigate.
con too. I'm
Could
trying
be
to
con.
discern.
Yeah, could be con.
I meant to cast this with a level 2 spell, so I'm just gonna roll it
Either
again.
way, that's good for us.
Free stats tend to be pretty good.
Okay, so 15
Damn.
plus
That's a max and a minus.
4. 19. Okay, cool.
Okay,
That's a level 2 spell.
I gotcha. And at this point, he just goes, so the attack will be held tonight. I'll send, I think I'll send Fry with you. He tends to like you. And
Tends to like.
I point. Can we get one of your, what I assume are,
Because
yeah, the big. But what are they? What would I call them? Because I know they have higher rank.
just think of a word and he'll respond to it.
Wait,
someone
we're
help
talking
me. I
about
need a word.
the girls?
Yeah. What are they?
girls.
Well, not as
Lieutenant?
girls. Lieutenants.
They're not girls?
They're
what are they?
girls, but as lieutenants.
No, what are they? They're fucking.
I mean, lieutenants
sluts.
would be an accurate word.
What are they?
I mean,
Yeah.
You could use
I think
some-
girls would work.
There's a word with a B that works here. That can't
Bitches?
fucking... I mean, that'll work too.
Boyos?
oh, you want one of my girls to help you?
Maidens. Let's go with maidens.
I am.
You think they're mates?
No more
I-
maidens, please.
I do apologize, but I'm going to need the strongest of my people to distract them properly. Make them think that they really have a big issue on their hand at the front while you go through the back.
Now, when he says big issue, I'm looking to see if they're big, if you know what I mean.
Called it.
Perception check.
Called it.
Let's see.
Damn it. Oh, you got a nat 20.
Woo!
He did it!
Yo, he can use his X-ray vision to the cup size now.
All right. So John like looks him over. He pretty much
He knows their exact measurements.
at this point he can tell that both of them are well endowed, and the black-haired one is muscular as all hell. Like she could
Well
definitely,
endowed on what's well endowed on black hair?
I just love how he couldn't have noticed that without rolling a 20.
nah, what do you mean what's well endowed?
Yeah, I mean, I rolled a 20. What's well endowed?
Oh my fucking, do you mean like the size or what?
What's the size, Darien?
My fucking god, dude.
It's important.
They're D cups, John.
You can tell
That's not reasonable.
No. You can
D20
tell
cups.
D20. You can tell that both of them are D20s. No, I'm just playing. That the black-haired one is definitely packing some double Ds with some I can bench you muscles.
Okay. So I say you're gonna need your strongest warriors on the front line then.
Strongest.
Oh, of course. We're trying to create a powerful diversion here. We want
South
to
of the
draw
border.
away as much as we can so that you have the easiest time. Your job is quite simple, really.
What's our job exactly?
Simply sneak
Simple,
through the
he
back.
just said it.
Sneak through the back, pick off whoever's their stragglers, and take out their leader.
Okay. I'm on board. I crushed my stone too. I fucking wave out to Rick, and then I crush my stone.
So, what the hell is going on here?
We got work to do, Rick.
Oh, shit.
Don't worry, there's 2 rocks in it for you.
All right, so you crushed a blue one.
Yes.
Which means that you are going to gain +1 to your int.
Cool.
So the guy standing next to me,
Mhm.
do I like recognize him as one of the guys who hit me?
Absolutely.
So are there no lodestones? I'll ask that guy.
There were lodestones. You're just not getting them yet.
Why the hell not?
You got a job to do.
Why
I'm not
keep
none.
waiting?
Anyway, yep, that's what he says.
I'll keep my eye on you.
Don't worry, I'll keep my mace for you.
And I want to stare at the black one's ass. Because she's facing the other guys.
Roll
Just stare
perception.
straight ahead.
The black-haired one's my bad.
She got a dookie booty.
I didn't even roll perception, dog.
Don't worry about it. You don't need to. It's that good, bruh. No, I'm just playing roll perception.
No worries.
Oh my god.
This is unreal.
I can't believe we entertain these ideas. Wow. Rick's not as much of a womanizer as Tim, huh?
Unfortunately, you're looking, but like your vision's still blurry. You might have a concussion. You don't really know,
Your
but you
knees are
can't really
weak.
make out the details.
Your palms are sweaty.
Why is there
Your
12
knees
on
are
me?
weak. Your arms are heavy.
That ass ain't right.
There's an ass ahead of me already.
Did I? I did increase your int. Okay, so all right, and he says, so that plan we will carry out tonight.
Flan.
What's that?
Flan.
I will have Fry accompany you. There will be a very simple signal. We will quite literally blow up their front door and charge through. Once you hear a large explosion, you simply move through the back. I'll even show you where the entrance to their hideout is, and you merely go in, kill him, and leave.
Ding, 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 motherfucker!
Yo, thanks for the follow, dude.
Can I take a quick restroom break? Since
Yeah.
we come to like this pause point.
Yeah.
Wait, we had to kill someone?
You don't
Can't
have
we?
to.
Can we just like steal something?
That's a strong we.
We.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yo, be great. Yo, thanks. Dude.
no. You don't have to kill anyone.
Dude, I
You
need
just have
two
to
of
make
those
sure that you
green
help your
stones.
friends do it.
Ugh. I need those green stones, fam. We all do. We're all Dex classes, but Johnny.
And me.
Well, you're not like an anything.
Healbot.
Dude, I want to just get fucking his name's Rick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get a max strength, max dex, and just have him attack nothing.
Yeah, Greek.
Yo, Greek.
But you don't say that because everyone hears Dex and he's gonna give me all the Dex stones, if anything.
You want to be like this huge, intimidating dwarf, but you'll never actually hurt anybody. All right, Sana, we need to work on some more mom's spaghetti.
While you are, oh, that's right, Sana's not back.
Oh yeah, dang it!
It just got really quiet.
Which
I'm
way?
concerned.
I wouldn't be.
We need Kyle one more of those.
Yeah, like, real quick. So I was playing Darkest Dungeon, and I went to the courtyard area, which is that new zone. And I ran into a boss like halfway through the dungeon. Like the dungeon gives ridiculous rewards, and it's ranked as an apprentice level 1 dungeon. And I ran into like this crocodile with 118 HP, and he fucked my ass.
In a good way or a bad way?
Bad way.
When was the last time you got your ass fucked and you were like, hey, that was a good ass fucking?
It's John. You never know.
All the time.
Kyle.
My sibling just heard that.
What was the facial expression?
That
gotta tell me.
Extreme confusion. Extreme.
Your dad walks in a few minutes. He's like, "Son, we need to talk."
Moving on.
Ellie, do you got a job yet?
No.
Are you gonna get one?
Sam, you
Do
haven't
you want to
been
talk
here.
about that or DnD?
Well, we're waiting on people to come back.
No, Sam. Sam.
Sa.
I have an interview Saturday.
Oh, where?
Tim Hortons.
I feel
It's
like
a
you told me
coffee
about that
place.
place before. Yeah.
Oh, does
Alright.
Sam not know? Oh, Sam probably doesn't have Tim Hortons where he lives, does he?
Nope.
Because it's
Nope.
like a Buffalo thing.
That's a Canada
Yeah.
thing.
It's a Canada thing. My bad. You're right. Do you have Starbucks?
I think the rest of the world has Starbucks.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Like we have Tim Hortons.
No, they have Dunkin' Donuts like we have Tim Hortons.
I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Well, we got Starbucks. I don't ever go. We got Dunkin'. I don't ever go. I don't care for either.
Starbucks is. They
I
steal
don't care
your
for
monies.
coffee.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care for coffee.
It's not compute.
If you want to wake up, you just
Missing
drink
out.
some lemon in it
Or coffee.
or tea. Tea's good.
Or
I like
coffee.
you too.
I don't like coffee. I don't like the caffeine.
The caffeine.
I usually just wash my face, and that's how I wake up.
I usually just caffeine.
I normally just listen to my alarm. Then I wake
That's something Ellie cannot do.
True.
Dad, if
up. I
Daddy
don't
got
think
it on his
Elliot could
truth.
handle having a job. He'd be like, I gotta do work.
I had a job for like almost 6 years.
I meant
Yeah, like-
anymore. You're way out of schedule, like sleep wise.
What are you talking about?
By the way, like, there's actually
You
three
woke up
DLCs
at
for
6
Darkest.
in the afternoon.
I
We
went to
do
bed
that
at
when we
1.
don't have jobs, dude. We get on track.
Yeah, I
You're
woke
not
up 10
wrong.
minutes
I
after
do that.
Elliot,
I go to
and I
bed
went to
at
bed at the
6
same
a.m.
time.
I go to bed
Fuck,
at 6 and wake up at
I
1.
napped so Diablo could patch.
Damn straight.
That's not a nap. That's a long rest right there.
Oh,
From
shut the
1
fuck
till
up.
5:30?
Actually, that's a short
That's
rest.
short rest, yeah.
Yeah, that's literally the definition.
I think it's going over his head a little bit, but anyway.
We were D&Ding.
All right. Well, while we wait, I'm gonna level on Diablo.
Who are we waiting for?
Sound of the P.
Sonny to go to the bathroom.
He's taking his Chuck's time right now, dude.
Just like you did.
I hit 60.
How-
I didn't actually know we
so-
were playing today.
How late are we going? to do
Darien
this?
asked yesterday. when
I
you were in the
I
voice
saw
call.
that. I saw that.
You
but for
saw
some
it.
reason
He
I
was
thought
in
we-
voice
no,
chat.
I thought it was Thursday. I thought we were gonna play Thursday. I don't know why.
He asked right before we put in the karaoke.
I must not have been paying attention. Better, I thought he said Thursday.
Not too late because Rusty wants to do normal tonight.
Yeah. Do we?
Wanna come, Sam?
What's
Not
up?
Wanna
Well,
come
it's-
to normal? Coom?
I still don't have watch time. I can't afford it right now. So,
Sam?
dude, give me a WoW token and I'll fucking do it. All right.
WoW tokens are worth like 140 gold. I'm sorry, I can't.
Jesus.
140k gold, yeah.
I figured that's what he meant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I don't have the 15 for dollars for a month right now, so I couldn't even afford the necromancer. My friend gave it to me.
You get so much with the necro pack. So much value, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
if they
can't
didn't
wait.
give you, if it made you pay $15 for the character, a pet, and the banner, I'd be like, fuck that. But the character slots and the stash tabs, like, that makes it really worth it.
That's
Opinion.
so good.
But yeah, I don't have the $15 for a month right now, so can't.
I can't wait till after right now.
I would come, but I can't.
I'm so sad that Mario Party's dead. I even made the video and
that-
everything, dude.
Nick, that video is so good.
Why is Mario Party dead?
Rusty
That
did.
video is exceptional, Nick.
I just
Hey,
heard
there
Nick made
he
a video with his phone number in it.
Wait,
Is that
well, I don't
so?
understand why Mario Party's dead.
Because Rusty, the belt holder, doesn't want to play.
Doesn't that mean just Rusty doesn't come?
But Rusty's the belt holder.
The belt holder, you have.
And we could play Mario Party, but there's no belt to play with.
I feel like there has to be
Rusty said he
What
could
game-
strip it of them, but then
Some kind of
loses
challenge
value.
decline, like he can only decline so many belt challenges before he just has to.
Yeah, there's got to be like some game ruling where if the lead champion doesn't show up, he's no longer the lead champion.
It's not only that, but we never can get like 4 people to actually play Mario Party.
That's fucking. I don't even play the game. That was so funny, Nick. That's the truth. Every time Nick asks me to play Mario Party, I'm like, but I don't play Mario Party.
My favorite part was when Darien's character goes, "Yeah, but we know he's gonna pick DK, and I ain't sitting through 50 turns without the calm." It was so good.
I think that means Salmon's back.
What?
Oh, yeah,
I
it
said
does.
something before.
You did, and I was trying to make sure it was you, and then like everyone kept talking.
Everyone kept talking about Mario Party. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. All right. So, he goes, saying it's still in the afternoon. I'm sure we have plenty of time to prepare ourselves for our what's the
You
word I'm
got
looking
this.
for?
You got this. Invasion.
Soon to be Endeavor Invasion. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. And if you want to, by all means, walk around, mingle, ask my men if anything. You are
Mingle for a Pringle.
you are for the time being one of
Whoa.
us.
My screen went black.
Is there something that can indicate to
Whoops.
others of your group that we're one of you?
My screen is black.
My bad.
Oh, okay.
What was that?
I asked him if
You cut out, John.
I asked him if, and
he's
then
gonna know
couldn't
what we
hear
look
anything
like.
else.
Oh my god. Is there anything we get to show your men that we're one of you? Because there's no way your men will recognize it. There's no way all of your men will recognize us in the heat of battle.
I have a feeling if you go to a cult this strong, they'll be dressed in a certain way. That's just me.
Just merely say,
It doesn't really matter because we're doing two separate things.
yeah, well, here's what he's going to say. Well, considering what's going to be happening, I'm sure you won't see any of my men. So I don't truly believe that you have to worry about that. But in the scenario in which you do end up needing something to convince them, merely show them this. You may throw it at the ground, flash the blade, do whatever. And he hands you a dagger with like 2 B's etched into it.
Can I equip it? Is it any better than my normal dagger?
No, it's just a regular dagger with just an etching on it.
Cool.
Coolio.
Feels good. I say thank you.
You are quite welcome.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, fuck you. So there you go. What are you guys going to do until the attack begins?
How
much time do we got?
Thingy now.
You have like, actually, I think you guys got like, no, you have 6 hours, so you have a lot of time.
Sanu crushed his stone. It's the red one.
Sanu gains +1 strength,
God.
and I think I added it. Yeah, I did.
What? Oh, I just added one.
Oh, did you? Okay, then we're good.
We must have clicked at the same time. Was it at 11 or 12 before you clicked something?
It was at
He
11.
had, yeah.
Okay. All right. So with that, then yeah. So anything else?
Sounds like a resounding no.
You guys got 6 hours in a bandit camp. 2 of you are rogues. Come
What the fuck? I can't get this charisma saving roll thing to go away on my thing.
Eat shit.
It just says Carissa save roll options, and I can't get it to go away.
There's a X in the top right corner.
Not for me. I don't see one.
Mm,
I want to talk with the big boy.
There we go. I got it. We're good.
all right. You want
I
to
want
talk
to
with
talk with Big Boy, but I'll let everyone else decide what they're doing first before I get into the conversation.
I want to talk with Big Boy.
I am gonna roll a perception check.
What are you trying to see?
Anything.
Everything.
Okay.
Is there anyone I can get
Oh,
poisons
okay.
off of?
That's not.
Can I ask the big guy if there's anyone I could like get poisons off of around here?
So you're gonna ask him for poisons out. Actually,
Not
yes.
from him, or yeah, whatever.
Well, if you ask for poisons, that doesn't matter. Like,
I know. I didn't mean like he had to have them. I just meant someone here.
yeah. Chisan, come here. And the guy who was next to Yagrik walks up a little bit, and he goes, "Yes, sir.
Aye, sir.
Your poison.
You're a bitch.
How effective is it?" Well, if I'd had to say, it probably could neutralize a bear. Good. Give it to our friend
What?
here.
What kind of guess is that? Ah, I could probably neutralize there.
He's probably neutralized bears before, dog. What do you mean?
Anyway.
So,
Anyway.
for this poison, they have
Did
to
you
make...
mark down the other one somewhere?
I did not.
All right.
So,
Where should we put it?
I'll probably put in like class skills.
Class. Feature notes.
Yeah.
All right. The first one was 1d4. And what? Con save.
Yeah, con save. Let's make it 15. Actually, no. Let's make it 13. Because that's weak. That's weak stuff anyway. The next one is going to be a con save of 15, and when successful, will trying to see how I wanted to like word this.
Is it like a paralysis one, or is it?
It's more process based.
So the target would get paralyzed?
Yeah, let's just say that. Actually, make a DC. Whoa. No. Make the save 14 for that.
For the 15 one?
For the paralysis one, make it 14.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And those are both con saves. And
There we go.
and yep, that's for you. And anything else for anyone?
Do those look good? I wrote them down.
Hold on. Yeah, those are both good.
Okay. I'm gonna go check on my dog's food.
Yeah, go for it. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
No, I'm having a good time hanging out.
Okay. So if no one has anything to do, Jai, you can start your conversation.
I can talk to Big Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try not to talk to the chick in front of me, but it probably wouldn't do anything.
I can wait for Nick to do that.
No, it's fine. Go for it.
I just walk up to him, kind of like staggering my steps, and I inquire him. So what about this ring that why did you give Gortha this ring? What's it do?
You mean
Whatever.
Moosh?
No.
Mush
Yeah,
Mush?
I say Gortha. Yeah, whatever Mush's fucking name is, dude.
Okay.
Poor Kyle.
Why did I give Moosh that ring? Oh, simple. He found it. We're a bandit group. We keep what we get. That's pretty much it. But if you're asking as to what I was referring to earlier with him not being able to access it truly, I can show you right now if you want.
I agree. I accept.
All right. So are you gonna hand the ring?
I ask him if I have to give him the ring. Where are we going with it?
We're not going anywhere. I can show you exactly what's happening right here, and very easily.
All right, sure. I give him the ring.
All right. He takes the ring and he just goes, first off, at a simple glance, this ring looks nothing more than just an oversized gem in a metal band. But unfortunately, and he like palms the ring. I mean, not palms the ring, palms the gem on the ring. Is like the band on it is completely fake, and he breaks the gem out of the ring, out of the band, excuse me, and he just tosses the band to the side. And he's like, the true power is when you put a magic spell through it. And he hands the stone over to the gem over to the red girl, the blonde one.
Yeah.
He's like, Lita, show him what happens when you put a magic missile through that.
Just for clarification, if it fit on your fist with the band, is how much bigger than like a golf ball is the gem?
It's like, let's say like, how am I trying to?
What did I come back to?
I want to say like half an inch in circumference, really.
Bigger than a golf ball?
Bigger than a golf ball, definitely bigger than a golf ball. It's not as big as a tennis ball. It's like slightly smaller.
Yeah, it's not as big as a. Okay. But it's definitely like circular.
Yeah, it's definitely like big enough for most normal people to honestly palm the thing. And yes, circular. He's like, yeah, Lita, show him what happens when you put a magic missile through it. And she goes, yes, Solomon. She takes the gem, she creates a magic missile, and she kind of like holds up the gem, kind of like a magnifying glass, and she shoots the magic missile through it. And once that happens, the magic missile flies through the gem, turns ablaze, and hits the ground and explodes.
Whoa. I look in relative amazement.
And she hands it back to Solomon. He's like, this gem is a magical amplifier. When you put a spell through it, it becomes imbued with fire. Although the enchantment I don't believe is very strong, it is particularly useful for burning things when otherwise not available to you. I'm sure you would be able to find something to do with that at this point. And he hands it back to you.
So, just for clarification, it just gives my spells additional fire damage if I choose to so fire it through them, through that.
It's like a mage lighter.
Fire and splash damage.
Oh, splash damage. That's kind of neat. I thank him. I said, I'm sorry for mistrusting you before. And I point at the blonde one and I say, how well versed in rituals is she?
Rituals, not very. She is only an eldritch knight. Evocation and abjuration is their forte. However, I'm sure that you might find something with amongst those cultists, ritual related, a book or a scroll or some sort.
I point at the black hair one. What about her? What's she do?
She is more muscle than even myself. I believe a simpler man would call her a barbarian.
I laugh and call her a big girl.
She kind of like, I guess, scowls, like kind of like just like.
Yeah, my business is done.
All right, so Yadrik talks to black hair girl.
So I see you carry a big axe.
Oh boy.
She turns around and just goes, "Yes, much bigger than you, dwarf."
Oh, is that right? I'll have you know before I swore it off. I could handle an axe like that with no problem.
That sounds
Before
that
you
sounds
swore
so
it off.
gay, dude.
I was the best in my clan.
She looks at you and just swore them off. Excuse me?
Giggity.
Well, I don't really kill things anymore. I never really did.
You're missing out on the most fun part of life.
Oh, you should talk to my friend Isle over there. I think you'll get along just fine.
I give her the like tilted shades finger guns. Hey.
Perhaps. It's always good to meet someone who enjoys a good cleaving of a skull.
Ooh, it sure
Oh,
is
this
getting
is
dark in here.
this is a lot different than I thought it'd be. Well, nice to meet you, NHS.
Of course. My name is Nara, if you wish to change your boring ways.
If I need to cleave something in half, I'll give you a ring, Nara.
Yeah, or if you want to challenge someone to who can talk the slowest, just call someone in this camp.
Oh my god. Okay. So that's the three interesting conversations we've had now. Sando, do you know what time you had to leave?
I
Don't
should
you have raid
probably
in
start
6
getting
minutes?
ready at like 9:45 or so. So like 45 minutes.
9:45. Okay.
If that's not enough time to do anything, I'm okay with whatever.
Wait,
I
didn't
mean,
Rusty want to raid?
Yeah, Rusty did want to raid, so I was only planning on. I was planning on only going like another like 5 minutes or so, unless like.
That's fine.
That's good.
Wrap up here and then be ready to start next time with the.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
fine
So
with
the deal.
if no one else has any like last minute conversations that you want to do, or like talk to anybody, or nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make this fun. So Nara walks up to Iluthia and she goes,
Wait, why am I over here?
I don't know, because you are.
No, I was next to this motherfucker. Giving him the stone. All right.
You
good.
moved it to talk to Solomon.
Ah, right. Poison.
Right. And whatever. So she walks up to Iluthia and goes, "The dwarf tells me you enjoy killing."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That response. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She takes out like this what was it, centipede or whatever? Do you still have that shit?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, the head is still in your bag.
Is it? They let me keep it? I thought we left it with
Yeah, we put it on the table for the
Oh fuck! And we
town
didn't-
guard guy, and we never took it back.
Oh god, my character.
No.
must
Sure, I
have
thought we
fallen.
took it back.
No, he directed you to the blacksmith, and you were gonna go to the blacksmith.
Some people didn't trust him. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you were just like, all right, whatever, we'll keep the head then. So you definitely still have that in your bag.
My character must be
It's only
lovely.
been like a day.
Well, I can tell you one thing. It stinks.
But
Yeah,
it
I
ain't.
feel like I could have told you that.
So she looks at you and she just goes, "What has been your most thrilling kill?"
Since you ask, I'll like flip my satchel inside out real quick and throw it her way.
Oh, so like you just give her the centipede
Toss
head.
it at her, yeah. I don't want to fucking keep holding on to that. It smells like ass.
All right, so she she catches it and she just goes, "Woo!"
Shit, you right.
This reeks of death. And she like looks at it and she goes, "Oh, giant centipede. Quite invigorating." And she like puts it back in the bag and hands it back to you. And she goes, "My most thrilling kill was when I separated the heads of 3 men from their bodies in one swing.
That's it.
Swipe of what?
Her axe.
You don't use your hands? Fucking weak.
You want to arm wrestle?
I said, alright, that's cool. You want to arm wrestle? Yeah, let's arm wrestle.
Oh,
Can't wait
shit.
till she rolls a nat 20 and like crushes all the bones.
All right, roll. Give me a strength save. I actually want to see how this goes.
I'm gonna be praised as the new Nara in this camp when I roll and win. Oh, my strength's 10. That's not what's gonna happen.
Bye, Elliot. And your arm broke off.
The bard is now one-armed.
All right, so she grabs your hand as you go for the arm wrestle, and like as soon as it starts, she slams it down with such intense force that your arm is definitely not okay.
Not okay.
As a matter of fact,
What
the
are you folks doing?
jarring pain rings throughout your entire body as you lose 1 strength.
I'll get fucked. Can I just do commentary?
All right.
Stop laughing.
She doesn't say anything after doing that. She kind of just stands up, like huffs her nose like a bull, just and and then she walks away.
I'll run over the aisle. All right.
I'm
Do you
gonna whip her over to Yagrik. Fix it.
you need to be healed?
Oh my god, you can do a heal check if you want to just like prepare her hand.
A heal check?
Yeah, because I didn't like actually do like any real damage.
I mean, what's a heal check? Do you mean cast a healing spell?
I mean, you can cast a healing. Oh, I said a fucking heal check.
Okay,
Hold
bye.
Bye, Tim.
on. Medicine.
I'm Ralph.
Ah, gotcha.
I forget. I sometimes get checks mixed up in this. Well,
Ooh, sorry, Al. It looks like it wasn't really any damage to like the outside. It's more like the inside of your muscles like changed. Good luck. Oi, Nara, why don't you pick on someone your own size?
she. Okay. She looks at you and she goes, "You want to try your hand?"
Your own size.
Nice cover.
All right. So
Maybe after this is over.
Oh, that's great. All right. So after that, no one has anything else to say. I'm kind of out of intermediary dialogue, and we can kind of just settle things up here since we want to start off for the raid at 9. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm happy we were able to get this much done actually in the 2 hours that we were able to play. And this is a perfect stopping point because we pretty much can focus entirely on the fight that's about to happen next session.
Fighting.
Yeah. All right.
All right, good job, everyone.
Woo!
And now it's time for us to get on WoW.
Well,
Except Sam.
Just
Hit me.
Sam doesn't have WoW.
except Sam.
All right, I'm gonna stop the stream just because I want to upload this part to YouTube.
Yo, Elliot.
So peace out.
Elliot.
Yes.
One of the new characters is called a